Hey guys, okay, so today I'm going to be doing a first impressions review on the Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas eyeshadow palette. I was so excited to do this. I was so excited to finally get this in my hands and use it. So I'm a little bit late to the game. I know there's been 20 million reviews on this palette. I didn't watch any because I wanted to be 100% unbiased and I didn't want to, go into it with a certain opinion. But I still thought maybe you would like to see my interpretation of it in the way that I like it and maybe just the look I came out with. So anyway, if you want to see what I think about the Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas palette, just keep on watching. Okay, so this is what the box looks like. I'm covering up my address. And then, it's just a pink box. And then when you open it, it's really pretty and it has, this actually is in the bottom, but I already opened it just to make sure everything looked like it was, doing good. It's really pretty, and then you open this up. And like I said, I already dug into here just to make sure everything was looking good, so. But I have not touched them, I haven't swatched them, I haven't done anything. And then this is the actual, the box that it comes in. So, yeah. It's really pretty. I absolutely love the color scheme of the packaging and stuff. I think it's just so pretty. And then this is the actual package, which I'm sure by now you have seen it all. I'm sure this is no surprise because it's everywhere, and I know I'm kind of late to the game on actually filming a tutorial on this or a review or whatever, but I thought, hey, I'm really excited to try it. I want to do my own review and see how I feel about it, first impressions, so that's what we're doing today. And then this is the actual, all the colors. I have not touched them, I haven't swatched them, I haven't done anything, so I'm so excited to get into it. Okay, I'm excited to actually dig into them and see how they feel because I have a feeling that they're really good. But also, just so you know, a disclaimer that this is going to be 100% unbiased. I love Laura and everything that she's been doing, but I also am not going to say it's good if it's not. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of these. This one's really calling my name right here. It's really soft. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm not going to swatch all of them because really I just want to see how they perform on the eyes, but I just want to see a few of them. I'm going to go ahead and swatch I'm going to swatch a matte shade to see. Wow. That one, it's pretty smooth. It's actually really smooth. I don't know why I'm doing this so weird. Okay, and I want to I also want to swatch this black. Well, I don't know, it looks like a black with gold shimmers in it. Anyway, I want to swatch this black to kind of see what it looks like. It's really not as dark as Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see once we put them on the eyes if they really do, how they perform and how they look. Your finger swatch isn't really going to do, it's not going to show you what it's going to look like on your actual eyes. So I'm going to zoom y'all in a little bit closer. We're going to go ahead and test these out and see how they perform. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with Okie Doke. It's just a cream matte color, and I want to put that on all over my eyes just to set everything. I think I'm going to use as many shadows as I can so I can make sure I test out as many as possible. So I'm going to go in with Bomb Diggity right here, and I'm just going to put that in my crease as my transition shade. Okay, that is very, very pigmented, but that blended out like nothing. Okay, so I put a little bit of powder on, that way I know I didn't mess anything up. And I went in a little bit heavy-handed with Bomb Diggity, so it's a little bit darker than I would have done just for my transition, but it really blended out so easily. I'm gonna go in with Cray Cray right here and just deepen up that crease a tiny bit. Okay, so with a little bit more of a dense blending brush, still fluffy though, I am going to go in with Kooky right here and just deepen up that crease just a little bit more. And I just dip my brush in. And I just dip my brush in like this, and that is about the kickback you get from it. I don't know if you can really see it. Not too much, but a little bit going on. I'm going to go in with my little bit fluffier brush in that shade Cray Cray and go through and blend that crease and just make sure there's no harsh lines. And then when all that's blended out how I want it, I'm going to take my big fluffy brush with no extra product on it and just make sure that the top is blended. I'm going to take Oddball right here. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that in my outer corner. Or on my outer corner. Just to deepen that a little bit. And I'm just using Kooky again to just blend out everything, to just blend that crease out again and make sure there's no harsh lines on that where I put that black. So I'm just gonna one last time take Cray Cray and just blend everything out and make sure there are absolutely no harsh lines or anything like that. I really like to go back and forth like this because I just feel like that's how I get the best blend. I just feel like I never have to worry about it if I just always go back. I think I want to go in with this one right here. It is called Out the Other. Just put that on the outer corner right next to that black and just push it in just a little bit. I don't want that to take up too much, but that's just going to be what blends that to the little bit of the brighter shades. I'm going to go ahead and take Quirky right here on the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to take it almost all the way in, but not quite all the way because I don't want in here to be too dark. And I'm going to go in with one of the brighter shades right there in that inner corner. I'm actually going to use my finger because I think that will be the best. So I'm going to go in with Kooky and my blending brush and just kind of blend in that crease. Use the shade Scatterbrain, and that's just a really pretty light gold. I'm going to take that and just really brighten up that inner corner. And I do want a little bit more of a pop for the very inner corner of my eye, so I'm just wetting that brush. I'm just keeping that right in that corner right here. And that did kind of get a little bit more dull where I had blended it, so just brightening up that lid shade. I'm just going to go back in with this light shade Okie Doke and just kind of brighten up that brow bone. It's a matte shade, it's not shimmery, but I feel like we have a lot of shimmer going on, so I'm not mad at it. And just want to brighten up that brow bone a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my liner and lashes, and I'll come back and do my lower lash line. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I have put on my liner and lashes, and I'm going to go ahead and finish my lower lash line, and then that will be it. So I'm going to go in with Cray Cray right here on just a small little angle brush and go ahead and start buffing out that lower lash line. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, Kooky, and just blend that a little bit closer to my lash line. I wasn't actually filming, but I went in and just put this shade right here, Scatterbrain, just in the inner part of my lower lash line, and that is the final look. So I'm going to zoom you out, put on a little bit of mascara, and then tell you my final thoughts. And I'll show you whenever I dip my brush into it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just tell you my final thoughts on the palette. I absolutely love the packaging. I love the shades. I am a sucker for anything warm tone. Especially this time of year, I just think it's beautiful. I just feel like this is a really well put together palette, and I really enjoyed that. The shadows blended out so easily. I don't feel like I had to struggle with one. There wasn't one that I felt like didn't perform well. I will continue to use it though and keep, trying out different stuff, different ways and everything, but I just really was impressed with my first impressions of it because I did not have to struggle with any of them. I didn't have to worry about when I put a shadow down it didn't blend out. I have a few, you know, palettes or eyeshadows that I feel like I do have to work really hard with, but I feel like this would be easy for beginners because you don't have to work that hard for, because I mean, I literally just like put my brush down, blended, and it was done. Like, it did not take anything to blend it out, but it did not blend away. Once I put it down, I blended it out, but it still stayed, and I just feel like the shadows didn't get muddy, didn't blend together. They blended, but not so much that you don't see each individual color that you put down. I just really enjoyed the overall palette. I would definitely give it an A+. I would say it is worth the money. So I didn't mention this earlier, but the palette is $40 and I paid $5.88 for shipping, so I had a total of $45.88. So that's my final thoughts. I think it's completely worth the money, but hopefully if you were on the fence, you know, watching me be able to work with these, hopefully that helped you kind of decide. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any requests for anything in the future, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.